Welcome back to CBS Sports HQ. We have Pete Prisco's playoff predictions. Try to save that 5 times fast. I don't think I could do it twice. We're going to look at which teams Pete thinks will advance from the wild card. We're going to have that kind of already written down, and we're going to work our way through the entire playoff. So we're going to start in the AFC. All right, so you have the Jags beating the Chargers, moving on to face off against the Chiefs in the AFC Divisional Round. Kind of walk us through that game.
Yeah, I just don't see Jacksonville being able to slow down Patrick Mahomes at all. And not to say the Chiefs will slow down Trevor Lawrence, because I think he's going to get it really going in the postseason as well. He didn't play well last week. This will be a high-scoring game, but in the end, it'll be one of those playoff games where a team hangs around for a little while, and then the Chiefs just decide they're going to run away with it, and they will. I think the Chiefs will advance to that in that round.
Okay, so we're going to move on now. The Bengals coming out on top over the Ravens versus the Bills. You like them getting the win over the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think the Bills will beat the Dolphins, and I think the Bills will beat the Bengals. And this is my kind of game, by the way. 2 great quarterbacks throwing it around. Let's hope, for the sake of football, that the weather isn't windy and nasty and ugly, that they can take the game out of the quarterback's hands, because I want to see both quarterbacks throw the football around. I think Josh Allen will find a way to win this game. I think they would advance to the championship game.
That team playing with a little bit extra heart
Yes.
in their system as well. All right, we're going to go over to the NFC side now. The Giants, you have them getting the win over the Vikings, facing off against the Eagles in the NFC.
Yeah, and the Giants played the Eagles last week,
Yep.
and it was not a good showing, but they didn't play anybody. I think this will be a competitive game when they do play. I think they can rush the passer, they're physical up front on the defensive line, and Daniel Jones and Brian Dable can move the football. The key against them, protect against the Eagles. Everybody talks about the Eagles' offense. The Eagles lead the league in sacks. They have 61. They have 4 guys with double digits. If you block them, you beat them. I think Daniel Jones will have success. I think the Eagles will win the game, but it'll be close.
And then we have the Cowboys. You're saying they're going to get a win over the Bucs on Monday night, facing the Niners, who you claim will defeat the Seahawks.
They will beat the Seahawks, and then I think they'll beat the Cowboys. I think when you look at this Cowboys team, yeah, Brock Purdy is playing at a high level, and can he do it in the playoffs? That's the unanswered question. But you look at the talent level of that 49ers team, they'll be at home. I think that's a big difference. This is like the glory days when the Cowboys and 49ers used to meet in the playoffs all the time. You know, they had some classic games. The Catch was one of them. I don't think this will be a classic. I think the 49ers will win it.
So looking at that AFC Championship game, you're going to have the Chiefs facing off against the Bills. I mean, it's tough to pick against Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City, but maybe Buffalo can take their number this time.
Yeah, and it's going to be on a neutral field if this indeed plays out that way. There's some talk it might be in Atlanta, and if it's in Atlanta, that's going to be inside, and that's going to be a fast track, and that's the way you want it. I love the fact that the NFL is considering putting this inside, where you'll be able to watch these great quarterbacks go after it. I'm going to take Josh Allen to win that. I picked him before the season. I think the Bills are on a special run here, and I think they're going to close it out and win this game and get to the Super Bowl.
I love that pick. All right, now to the NFC, the Eagles and the Niners. It's hard to find a potential contender in the NFC that could really contend with Philadelphia there, but do you think they can do it?
Yeah, by the way, I don't see the Packers here. That was my preseason Super
Oh,
Bowl
no.
pick. I don't see them anywhere. Got that one wrong. Eagles and 49ers will be a fun game. And again, we talk about passers and pass rushers. Well, we don't know about the one passer in San Francisco. That's, you know, in a championship game, that's a big moment. He's played really well, and I give him a lot of credit, but he's still a rookie quarterback. Jalen Hurts is coming off an injury. He hasn't been the same. He didn't look like the same guy. So we don't know about them, but this is a passer and pass rusher league. Both teams can rush the passer, but I'm going to go with the home team. I think the Eagles at home will find a way to win this game and advance to the championship game, but I'd be honest with you, it's going to be really, really close, and this one could come down to the final seconds.
All right, now we're going to look at the Super Bowl, the potential Super Bowl. You're saying it's going to be Bills-Eagles. Now, the Eagles, when you look at it, probably a little bit of a smarter pick. They had that first-round bye, home field throughout the playoffs. But the Bills, I mean, it's just hard to pick against them right now.
And I think the Bills have done everything in their power to build this team to be a Super Bowl team. You know, they went out and got Von Miller. He's not there, but they still have good pass rushers. In the past, the lack of pass rush in key moments has hurt them. And I think Josh Allen's on a mission. I think this is his moment. You know, every quarterback has their coronation to being considered one of the true greats. He's been a great player the last couple of years, but he hadn't won a Super Bowl. He wins it this year, and everybody says Josh Allen's a great quarterback.
That's what I'm hoping for as well. Hey, hand me that bracket right over there. I'm going to take this with me, and anyone that asks me, I'm just going to say that this is my prediction. So I hope you don't mess this up.
Might not want that after somebody wins this week. That bracket goes Kapui.
I'm going with it. I am going with it. Now, it all starts this weekend. 2 games on Saturday. On Sunday, the Dolphins face off against the Bills. Miami without Tua playing in the NFL postseason for the first time in 6 years, while the Bills, they've been NFL players every year dating back to 2019. It's 1 p.m. You can find it on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.